your sugar snap peas on the ride home from the farm. Today, we're gonna make a peppery Asian sugar snap pea stir fry and put that over a bed of quinoa. I've laid out all the ingredients we're gonna need today, and the first thing we need to do is start that quinoa. If you've never had quinoa, it's a nice nutty flavor, and it's technically a seed. It's not really a grain, but you would make it just like you do carbohydrates like rice, a 2-to-1 ratio. To make the quinoa, get out a medium saucepan, and you need 1 cup of the dried quinoa, and then we're gonna pour in 2 cups of chicken broth. I always prefer to cook like a rice or a quinoa in broth as opposed to water, because it adds a really nice depth of flavor. Turn on the heat to about medium-high and let everything come up to a boil. When it does, pop on the lid, turn the heat down to low, and in about 15 minutes, you're good to go. While that does its thing, we're gonna make some room and get our other ingredients together, and there's not a lot of chopping today, just 1 clove of garlic. Just mince 1 clove of garlic, nice tiny little pieces. Now we're up to the hardware here. I have a nice, beautiful wok here. If you don't have a wok, it's okay. It'd be cool if you do, but if you don't, a sauté pan works just fine. Let's get the wok heating up on high heat. We want it screaming hot because this is a really quick cooking stir fry. With the wok nice and hot, let's throw in our oil, 1 tablespoon of grapeseed oil. If you don't have grapeseed oil, that's okay. Just make sure it's an oil with a really high smoking point. You don't want to smoke yourself out of the kitchen, so I don't recommend olive oil for this. The oil is hot, and I've got 1 pound of sugar snaps. Just pour them in and sauté for about 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, now let's add all of our flavor components. Let's put our minced clove of garlic. I have about 1.5 tablespoons of soy sauce, 3/4 teaspoon of black pepper. And now for the last ingredient, my favorite, some fresh ginger. And I'm just gonna grate some fresh ginger root with my microplane grater. And I'm just gonna grate in about 1 teaspoon of fresh ginger. And mix it all around for about 1 to 2 minutes. All right, we're done. Let's serve it up. First thing we need to do is get our bed of quinoa on the platter. And now let's get our sugar snaps on top of that quinoa. For a little added pizzazz, put 1 tablespoon of toasted sesames on top. And that's all there is to it. Peppery Asian sugar snap peas.